We often imagine millionaires as people who drive luxury cars, live in glass mansions, and spend their weekends on yachts. But if you walked past most real millionaires on the street, you probably never noticed them. They look ordinary. They dress simply. They don't post about their success. They are the millionaires next door, people who quietly built wealth over decades while everyone else was chasing the illusion of getting rich overnight. And the most surprising part? Many of them never earned massive salaries. They simply learned 9 secrets, habits, mindsets, and decisions that made wealth inevitable. Today, we'll uncover these 9 secrets one by one so you can start building quiet, lasting wealth of your own. Let's begin. Secret number 1. They redefine what rich means. Most people think being rich means spending a lot. Millionaires next door know that being rich means owning a lot. They focus on net worth, not income. Their goal isn't to earn more so they can buy more. It's to build assets that generate freedom. They measure their success in time, not in toys. If they can stop working tomorrow and still live comfortably for years, that's wealth. They're not chasing lifestyle inflation. When their income increases, their spending doesn't. They increase investments, not expenses. They see luxury for what it really is, a tax on impatience. And they prefer the long-term satisfaction of freedom over the short-term dopamine of showing off. So if you want to think like a millionaire next door, stop asking how much do I earn and start asking how much do I keep. Secret number 2. They use money as a silent employee. The average person trades time for money. The millionaire next door makes money work for them. Every dollar they earn gets a job. It's not for status or impulse purchases, it's for investment. They treat every dollar like a small employee that can work 24/7. When they buy stocks, real estate, or businesses, they're not spending money, they're hiring it. Over time, those hired dollars produce new dollars, and those new dollars hire even more. This is how compounding becomes their greatest ally. They understand that wealth isn't about big leaps, it's about quiet accumulation. They know that even $1 wisely invested today can multiply quietly in the background for years, while others chase quick wins. And because they think in systems, not salaries, they never say, "I can't afford that." Instead, they ask, "How can I make my money afford that for me?" Secret number 3. They live far below their means by choice. This is the hardest truth for most people to accept. Real millionaires aren't cheap, they're intentional. They know that financial independence comes from spending less than you earn consistently and deliberately. They avoid debt for status. They drive used cars, often for years. They live in modest homes even when they could afford bigger ones. And it's not about deprivation, it's about alignment. Spending money on what truly matters and cutting everything else. They don't waste emotional energy trying to impress people they don't know with things they don't need. They understand that the true flex isn't a luxury car. It's waking up without financial anxiety. So while the world praises big spenders, the millionaire next door quietly builds power. One wise, boring, consistent decision.
Secret number 4. They make boring look brilliant. We live in a culture obsessed with excitement. People want quick trades, viral businesses, overnight success. But the millionaire next door thrives in boredom. They know that real wealth often grows in the least glamorous places. Index funds that no one talks about. Modest rental properties that generate slow but steady income. Small businesses that quietly compound over decades. They're not chasing trends, they're following principles. They understand that consistency beats intensity, and that the only people who call compounding boring are the ones who haven't experienced its power yet. So while others are distracted by the next shiny thing, they keep doing what works. And that's why, after 20 years, the boring investor ends up free, while the thrill seeker is still chasing the next big thing. Secret number 5. They protect their money like a bodyguard. Becoming rich isn't only about making money, it's about keeping it. Millionaires next door understand risk better than anyone. They're not paranoid, they're prepared. They don't gamble on investments they don't understand. They diversify their income sources. They keep cash reserves for emergencies. When they invest, they don't ask, "What's the upside?" They ask, "What could go wrong, and can I survive it?" Because they know that one bad decision can destroy decades of progress. They avoid high-interest debt, they read contracts carefully, and they value stability over excitement. They'd rather be underexposed and sleep peacefully than over-leveraged and live in fear. This defensive mindset doesn't make them timid, it makes them unbreakable. And in the long game of wealth, survival always wins. Secret number 6. They think in decades, not days. Millionaires next door are masters of long-term thinking. They know that the best investments don't make you rich overnight, they make you wealthy over time. They're patient. They understand that time in the market beats timing the market. They think like gardeners, not gamblers. They plant seeds, savings, businesses, relationships, and nurture them for years before expecting results. When others get discouraged after a few months of slow progress, they stay consistent for decades. They understand that the first few years of building wealth feel like nothing's happening. But after enough time, momentum takes over, and suddenly, everything changes. This patience, this ability to delay gratification is one of the strongest predictors of wealth ever discovered. It's not luck, it's discipline stretched across time. Secret number 7. They value knowledge more than entertainment. While others binge on distraction, the millionaire next door studies advantage. They read constantly, not to collect information, but to make better decisions. They treat learning like a lifelong investment. Every book, every podcast, every conversation is a chance to refine their edge. They know that wealth is built through compound interest on knowledge as much as on money, and that one good idea, applied consistently, can outperform a lifetime of hard work. They don't chase the loudest voices on social media. They follow the quiet thinkers, the people who understand how systems, psychology, and incentives shape outcomes. They understand that the more you learn, the less you have to guess. And in money, guessing is expensive.